You have been with this man for a few years now, and he has slept around for most of the time you guys have been together, but he's promised you that you're going to be his wife one day, and he's also promised you that you're going to be the mother of his kids. At what point do we discuss the fact that he may just see your relationship as an open relationship? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zogi and I'm a Gemini, which is why this channel is called Zogi the Gemini. So today we are going to be discussing a different type of video. I've never spoke about relationships in this respect before, but it is a discussion that I really want us to have, and that's the fact that should you be in an open relationship? But before we get into the good stuff, I quickly want to say thank you to the sponsors of this video, who is Beducated. Beducated is an online course platform that has easy to follow videos, audios, written guides that provide techniques and information on how to level up, how to spice up your love life. They have so many courses. When I tell you, when I was going through their courses, I said, yeah, they have, listen, I don't wanna spoil anything here, but they have courses on like online dating for men and women. They have courses on how to improve oral sex. They have courses on how to dirty talk, because you guys know I always say I'm the CEO of dirty talk. But yeah, so they have courses on dirty talk. They have courses on all aspects of one's sexual life. They believe in sexual awareness, and they believe that sexual awareness is trainable. They call themselves the Netflix of sexual awareness. And when I was going through the courses, yeah, when I was hearing certain information, I said, listen, by the time I go through these courses, I will be a CEO. But I'm not trying to get into all of that. I don't want to spoil the surprises. All the information from the link to my code is all going to be in the description box. And just to brag a little bit and to show you guys I care about you guys, my code Zogi, yeah, Zogi, will give you 65% off a yearly pass. So you are basically purchasing this at a extremely affordable price, and it's something here where it's kind of awkward to talk about in front of people, but that's why it's beautiful, because it's online course. You can do it at your own speed, at your own convenience, in the comfort of your home. So I decided, yeah, before I kind of bring this to you guys, let me actually try out the courses. And I tried out one of the courses that spoke about open relationships, which is like what sparked this conversation. And one thing I learned about open relationships is that there's actually different dynamics to it. And one of the key things, or the two key things I got from it, is that they believe, so through the course it's taught me that, yeah, and I'm still trying to come to terms with it, that you can love someone and romantically be involved with another person. Because I've always felt like, okay, if you love someone and you're romantically involved with another person, that means you didn't truly love them. But after going through the course, it kind of opened my eyes to that. You guys know, based off my background and my upbringing is very different. There's a very one set, like monogamous relationships, that or nothing. And I've always wanted to understand different type of relationships and understand the different dynamics of relationships that's out there. So guys, do not walk, run. If you want to like elevate your sexual happiness, intimacy, and experiment with yourself or your sexual partner, obviously, you know, I told you guys that currently I'm not really sexually active, but the courses I've taken, when that day PG, this channel PG, this channel, but just know that the courses that they have on Beducated, it will make you well equipped, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to be like, oh, people are gonna hear. You can do it in your room. You can watch it or read or listen in the comfort and the speed as to which you want to go. So guys, make sure you check the link in my description box and use my coupon code EXPLORE. See, you know, see what's there. See the world, the sexual world that's there. You can try all courses free for one day so you can experience what I experienced. So if you know, want to see, okay, what's this about, let me see what the courses are basically saying, if it's something that I'll be interested in. So they're allowing people 1 day free pass to explore the courses and see what's there. There's a lot, so you can never get through it in 1 day, but it's like an insight as to what they have on offer. Don't say I didn't tell you guys, don't say I didn't put you guys on game. Anyways, thank you so much Beducated for sponsoring this part of the video. Now let's discuss open relationships. So guys, right, hear me out. As I said, yeah, I done the course, but it's something that I was generally thinking because of everything that's gone on in the news recently. Well, not recently, but you know, with the whole Will Smith thing, yeah, when he done, you know, he done what he done, a lot of people were like, oh, but Jada cheated on him, Jada slept with thingy, why is he gonna do that? Even though I think that argument is very, very flawed, but I guess it just kind of opened my eyes to how people react when women are sexually active. So they have already said, so the Smiths have said from way back when, they are in an open marriage, open relationship, yeah, and that's just kind of made me want to explore the topic of an open relationship. Now when I say open relationship, yeah, and even when I was discussing with my friend, she said nah, I can never. And I just feel like for me, yeah, you know what, this is my biggest problem. This is where the issue is, and let me know down below. I want this to be like a real discussion, and I know it's hard for us to say this, especially if you are a black girl. I don't want to throw in race, but I just feel like a lot of time, yeah, black women are told, especially when it comes to black men, yeah, black women are told stand by him, support him in financial crisis, emotional crisis, physical crisis, whatever the guy is going through, stand by him. And I feel like a lot of times that's what validates a good black woman in a relationship, because it's almost like, how much did you struggle with him? How much did you guys go through? How, like, was you there when he had nothing and he was selling drugs and it's always about like that. How much did you struggle with him? And that's what really quantifies whether you've been a good wife. It feels like that's what quantifies whether we've been good in that relationship. And that's just made me think, yeah, this is obviously not race specific, but when guys cheat on women or their partners, it's something that's so common now that it will be like, if I heard that someone's been together or been married for 10 years and they can vouch that the guy has never ever cheated on her, that will shock me way more than you saying, oh, he cheated on her. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like even with the rise and acceptance of side chicks, like, how many girls will be like, yeah, I'm a side chick, or like, I can take your man, that whole kind of, yeah, I had your man, that kind of, yeah, like, if I want him, I can have him. I personally feel like society has accepted that most likely a guy will be polygamous in a relationship, and the woman is always expected to stay loyal and faithful. And people always say that, oh well, you know, for a woman to cheat, it means a lot, because women don't cheat, like they cheat emotionally before they cheat sexually, and a guy can sleep with multiple ladies and not have any emotional attachment to them. So he does love his partner, but he just wants that kind of free will to explore himself. And my thing is, and that's what I said at the very beginning of this relationship, sis, respectfully, you've been with this guy for many years. He's cheated on you multiple times. I've literally seen, let me not talk, but now talk, because I'm not naming names. Like, the guy has had babies on his girlfriend of how many years, or he's kind of like pushed the other girls that he slept with to have abortion or whatever, yeah, but he's been unfaithful in that relationship for many years, and for multiple reasons. The woman has decided to stay within that relationship, because I feel like a lot of times, yeah, where we get into relationships and we're really comfortable with that person, we know that person, when we've literally like explored the life and you've mentally built up a whole life with that guy, and imagine like you really like your family, if your family really likes you, it's so easy, especially if you're African, hey, especially more so if you're Nigerian. If you decide to leave a boyfriend or to leave your husband due to infidelity reasons and you're a Nigerian woman, most Nigerian aunties are going to look at you like, what? Like, just because a man was being a man. That's what they will say. They will say, for the guy being unfaithful to you and deciding to sleep with anything walking, that's just a man being a man. But if you were to do it, if you were to sleep with someone else, or you were to entertain someone else, the names they will call you will be forever lasting. They will be like a waterfall. They will keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. They'll have so much to say. You are shameless. You are a harlot. How can you do that? So you opened your leg to anybody. You could have only slept with 2 people in this life. The guy you were with and the other guy that you decided to sleep with. And they will tell you, people will tell you, oh my God, how many people have you opened up your legs to? Simply because of how society has positioned itself. Which is why I want to bring this discussion to the table. You guys know me, you guys know I'm not too scared to talk about most topics, and I'm not scared to discuss this whole dynamic of an open relationship. And it's funny because if you pose the notion of being in an open relationship to a unfaithful man, he's most likely a territorial man. It's crazy. The most territorial men, in my opinion, are the most unfaithful men ever. Like, they will do so much. They will, like, mentally and emotionally, like, I don't want to use the word abuse, but literally they will like scourge you so much that you're thinking there's no way, with the way you move, with the way you keep saying, oh, who you entertaining, or who's making you happy, or who you looking at, or what, who's speaking to on Instagram, literally everything. You can be looking at your phone and you're smiling like, oh, what guy are you talking to? Or like you just snatch the phone out and you're like, who you talking to? With the way that the guy is moving, you will never ever think this guy is entertaining other girls, simply because it's like you are displaying and always saying, oh, if you like, it makes me sick to even think of another guy with you, you would think, because he's doing so much, because he constantly tells you how much it will hurt him if you were to be unfaithful to him, there's no way this guy will cheat on you. There's no way this guy will betray your trust. But lo and behold, it happens so many times, time and time again. And I'm just thinking, if you want to remain in that relationship, are we agreeing that you're going to be on the back burner? Because I'm not saying all men, please, I'm not saying all men. But there are some men that even when they sign the vows to love you forever, to death do you part, they know in their head they got a couple girls lined up. Some guys, and I know some guys, that will even cheat, yeah, a week during their honeymoon period. That's how trash some men are. But yeah, let's say you're with this guy and you've been with him for a long time, and he regularly, or maybe not regularly, but he continuously sleeps around or entertains other girls, and you don't want to leave that situation. In my head, there's only 2 options. One, you continue to be in a relationship where he's been unfaithful, he probably won't stop being unfaithful, and you're just there, yeah? Or you poise that if you're gonna do you, respectfully, I'ma do me. But then the problem is, majority of the times, yeah, when you're in a traditional monogamous relationship and your partner is unfaithful to you, I feel like even the notion of wanting to be with other guys, it's coming from a place of hurt, it's coming from a place of revenge, and it's coming from a place where you want him to feel pain. So it's not really like authentic in the sense that you want to be with other guys or you want to explore being romantically involved with other people, I feel like majority of the time it's coming from a place of hurt, which I don't think you should make any like life-changing decisions when you're not in the right state of mind, when you're not emotionally or mentally stable. But it's just that now it's like you're at a double-ended sword, and this, I feel like this is the situation for so many women out there. And I know a lot of people will not admit it, but there are many women in relationships and they know their guy's cheating on them. They know, they stay within that relationship, and I'm just like, it's crazy that so many people are opposed to the idea of an open relationship, but being in a polygamous relationship or where the guy has multiple wives, it's weird because it's like a lot of times, yeah, where we talk about open relationships, people are quick to say, oh, our people don't do that, people like us don't do that, people that look like us don't do that. But polygamous marriages have been part of African history from way back. Like, it was, obviously we know it was way more common than it is now. So it's interesting that the notion of being in an open relationship, if it was to be discussed with, I don't know, let's say a black couple's like, we don't do that. What? No, we don't. Do you know what I mean? It's good to say that, oh, people like us don't do that. But polygamous relationship, which is a type of an open relationship, I would say, where the guy is with multiple girls or whatever, or in a throuple or whatever, is something that has been part of the African identity for many years. And I'm not trying to be, I hate men, I do like men. Men are great sometimes. They can be lovely sometimes. But I just feel like it's so much more accepted when it's just a man being with multiple partners and the woman is just, yeah, just crying at tears. She just crying. She just said, no, when will this guy stop? When will this guy stop? And then the people are telling him, don't worry, one day he'll grow out of it. He'll grow, like, he will grow out of it. He will grow out of cheating. So I want us to have this open discussion. I want us, let me know what you think of this notion of, is it a case where we are breeding a newer society, we are bringing a new generation where we are letting men be with whoever they want to be? And I know there's situations where the guy cheats, the woman leaves. That's case closed. I'm not talking about those relationships. So please don't be in the comments where, well, you can leave, you can leave. No, I'm not talking about relationships where the woman decides to leave. That does happen quite frequently, but also quite frequently the woman decides to stay, or she just feels like there's so much emotional attachment there, there's so much there, like she's built so much with this guy and she's been with the guy for so many years that she doesn't want to let go. They may even have kids together, so it's not, she's not just leaving that relationship, she's separating her kids from the guy with no longer being with him. Do you know what I mean? So there's so much more, there's more stakes at hand. But in those situations, are we accepting that the guy will do him, sleep with whoever he wants to sleep with, be with whoever he wants to be with, but the woman, she dare not talk, entertain, smile, like be in any type of, whether friendship or any type of interaction with a man, because it's only men that's supposed to kind of be flamboyant with their private parts. Let me know. I know this is somewhat, it's not really controversial, but it's not something that people, it's not an easy pill to swallow, it's not an easy discussion to have, but I think it's an important discussion to have. And for me, it's like, where do we go from here? For women that have been with a guy and he cheats on them multiple times and he doesn't, and she doesn't want to leave that situation, should we be encouraging an open relationship so that at least, even if she can't leave that relationship, she doesn't feel constricted to just being with him? And I know you could just say, why don't you just leave the relationship? But we know it's not as simple as that with some people. And there's some clear examples like Annie Idibia with Two Face, or is his name Happiness? I can't remember. Innocent. Do you know what I mean? There's so much to it. There's so many layers you have to peel. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. I want to know what you guys are thinking in terms of, would you ever consider being in an open relationship? And what are your thoughts on a man being polygamous, or a man deciding to be with sexually with multiple partners, and the expectation that a woman just has to stick by it and just wait for him to grow out of that phase of his life? Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.